Huh. That's weird. The porter cam's not working. That's unfortunate. Well, it seems like Moto was nice enough to grant free Vintage Cube entries to everybody who made an account before December 15th. So, if you have a Moto account, you get a free Vintage Cube entry. I don't know why the Porter Cam's not working, and I might have to restart OBS to actually get it to work. But that is unfortunate. Am I actually up? West, welcome. How's it going? All right. Let's fire up the Vintage Cube draft here. Well, that's good. Merry Christmas to you too. I hope you have a good one. All right. Pack 1. So there's really only one good blue card in this pack, and it's a pretty good blue card. I always love drafting Storm in this format. So I really want to draft Storm, but the way that we do that is by taking Daze or Underground Sea and then wheeling like Thousand Year Storm or Manamorphose. It's true. I got the Santa hat on. I apologize. The Porter Cam is apparently given out. I could not get it to work pre-stream. I don't know why. So I spent like 15 minutes trying to get it to work, and I was like, screw it. And then I tried to get it to work more after I started. So we're going to take Daze here. Underground Sea is potentially more powerful, but Daze is just... Oh my god, someone passed me a Time Walk. Oh, it's not my birthday, but it feels like it. We're taking Time Walk. Oh my god, if we can get Time Walk, Thousand Year Storm, just have like the craziest frickin' combo possible. I will be taking Mind's Desire with these. That is absolutely not a thing. Actually, Spell Pierce is almost strictly better. Mind's Desire wins the game, but Spell Pierce is incredibly interactive early. If I take Spell Pierce, we could play like blue-white or red-white, or blue-white or blue-red, like low to the ground aggro, in addition to Storm. So I'm going to take Spell Pierce. Okay, so we have Urza, Shelldock Isle, Ancient Tomb, Dark Ritual, and Seething Song. I think I'm going to take the Dark Ritual. Urza is really good. We have no artifacts, though. Let's just try and take the Storm cards as they come. Brain Freeze. Ooh. I'll take a Brain Freeze. Sad to pass Demir Signet and LED. Hopefully one of those comes around. But Brain Freeze is a fantastic Storm win condition. Then there's Frantic Search. Oh my gosh, is it Christmas? It feels like Christmas. Yeah, we'll take Frantic Search. Oh boy! Storm! Storm, keep me warm in wintertime. Let's go. All right, Repeal or Mana Leak. Repeal's amazing if we get a Mox, but the 2-mana counter spells are really strong. So we will be taking a Mana Leak here. Oh my gosh, the Time Walk, though. It's super, super exciting. Creeping Tar Pit we could take for fixing. And we could play as long as we don't have High Tide. I could take, like, Kozilek if we get Mind's Desire, just to have a win condition. Like, because High Tide into Eldrazi is absolutely a way you can win. Power 9, pack 1, pick 1, and Power 9, pack 1, pick 2. That has happened to me. In fact, this Time Walk was pick 2. Somebody took something over Time Walk. I think we take Kozilek. Hey, Sissia, happy holidays to you, too. So now it's between Thousand Year Storm and we have Time Walk, or Manamorphose. So Manamorphose is probably better in every single Storm deck, but I have had a deck with Time Walk and Thousand Year Storm, and I have never gotten to Thousand Year Storm Time Walk. So I am going to make an executive decision and take Thousand Year Storm. Okay, what does this card actually do? Flash can't be countered. Whenever you cast a spell, choose up to 1. Return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand, or bounce a non-land permanent. That just seems good. I could take a Hull Breacher Horror. Probably not playing it. Mind's Desire and Electromancer came around. The 1,000 years of walking. We will be taking Mind's Desire. We have an almost amazing like mono blue Storm setup, which we will be splashing red for 1,000 Year Storm, so Seething Song is not out of the question. Okay, I would love Faithless Looting. In fact, Blue-Red Storm with Faithless Looting is quite good because of the amount of card selection it can get you. I would walk for 500 years, and I would walk for 500 more. I would take Ulamog because we have Mind's Desire. However, there will be other Eldrazi. LED is just insane, especially if we can get, like, Yogg-Will. So this is exactly the time you should be drafting Storm. If you take, like, your first few picks are Storm adjacent, right? Like, they're just good cards. Like, we got Daze, we got Spell Pierce, we got Time Walk, right? And then all of a sudden, well, we already have Kozilek to protect ourselves from Mill. And that Ulamog, which is Nulamog, does not. Mox Jet, amazing. I'm really sad to be passing Factor Fiction, though. Desperate Ritual also gets better with 1,000 Year Storm. Inspired Idea, I'm kind of excited to see if we can play, because 3 mana for draw 3 is pretty good. But I will be taking the Mox, of course. But this is when you actually draft this deck. It's when you start getting, like, when you take Storm adjacent cards and then Storm cards start wheeling, that's when you play Storm. Okay, so we can take Volcanic Island, we can take Gush, or we can take Mox Diamond. I think we take Volcanic Island because the fixing is free. Nobody was picking blue cards, really. And so I kind of suspect Gush will come around. If Gush does not, we should be able to get a Seagate Stormcaller, and that can let us double Time Walk. So I'm going to take the fixing. I'm sad to have passed Underground Sea, though. Okay, options here. We have Ashiok. We have Simic Signet. Show and Tell, Deceiver Exarch, Rishadan Port. I think the pick here is Simic Signet for a blue Signet. Ashiok is really good as like a backup win condition, though. People have trouble answering this card. I think I gotta take the blue Signet, though. Predicting Tinkersteel in this deck? It's more likely than you think. Oh my gosh, where is everybody? Oh, you know what? I shouldn't presume. It's just a few days before Christmas, so like a lot of people I imagine are going to be busy. Wheel of Misfortune is not for Storm, it is for Burn. I think we have to take Mana Flare here. Blightsteel would be nice, but I will only take Blightsteel if I get a Tinker. And we don't have a Tinker yet. Mana Flare is like directly in what we were trying to do, so we will be taking Mana Flare. We do have Frantic Search for land untaps. This might be a Chandra deck. Unfortunately, Inkwell is suffering from the same problem that Blightsteel has. Opposition, we have no way to have creatures, so it's not actually that good. Suspicious Stowaway as like a looter isn't bad. And same with Seasoned Pyro. I don't really like taking double red cards, but Chandra can take us from 4 to 6. Will this be the Storm deck, or will Kano punt piloting this deck into oblivion? Find out on the next episode of MTGZ. We'll take Chandra. Now, I tested the text-to-speech, Sissia. I tested it. And it was working immediately prior to the stream. So if it's not working now, I apologize. Oh man, I'm taking the draw 7. I really want Watery Grave for fixing. Because I want to play Dark Ritual, but Wheel of Fortune being a draw 7 is really good. Oh my gosh, Time Twister and Past in Flames? What is this deck? We gotta take Time Twister. We absolutely have to take Time Twister. Nobody's picking blue cards. Why is nobody picking blue cards? Banefire is a reasonable win condition with Thousand Year Storm. Otherwise, it's like the Scarab God, which is pretty medium. So we're going to take Banefire. See, Desperate Ritual and Inspired Idea came all the way around. Now, Inspired Idea, I don't think we're actually going to need, because I just got 2 draw 7s, and we have, like, Frantic Search and stuff. So I'm going to go with the Desperate Ritual here. I think mana is going to be our hang-up. And, like, we have Seething Song. So I'll take Desperate Ritual. Gush and Seagate Stormcaller came around. Stormcaller is great with Time Walk and Dark Ritual if we end up even playing Dark Ritual, which we should. I think Gush is the way to go here, though. This is just like free card draw. Perhaps everyone's drafting Christmas colors? Maybe. I wouldn't know. We'll take an Avalanche Riders for the sideboard. We are technically in the correct colors to play Valky. And I don't think I would play Wheel of Misfortune. So we'll take Valky. Regrowth, we do have Time Walk. You never know, we could get the fixing for it. There is still a lot of red going around, yes. We are definitely in an open lane. 5-color Niv at the side, and Past in Flames for the Force. Oh, yes! Okay, so we've got Ponder, we've got Blood Crypt, we've got Shark Typhoon, Inquisition, and Pyretic Ritual. I think we gotta go Ponder. It's just like super powerful card draw, and blue is our primary color. We might be able to get by with a little bit less fixing simply with good card draw. Shark Typhoon is like an alternate win condition, and we have plenty of those. Pyretic Ritual will almost certainly come around. Inquisition, black is like the thing we're considering playing the least right now. Ponder the consequences of your sins, Kano. No, we must punish those who don't know how to draft Vintage Cube. Okay, there's Tendrils. I think we have to take Tendrils because Treasure Cruise, like, I don't like Treasure Cruise in Storm. I much prefer it in, like, the Izzet deck that just tries to, like, tempo out. We do have a couple of draw 7s to, like, fuel it up, but the Delve it might be a 3-mana draw 3, and I don't think that's going to be good enough. A Braid is, like, the only other thing I'm considering, but we'll take Tendrils. You never know. We might need another alternate Storm win condition. So there's Palancron. I haven't seen High Tide, and this is pack 3. There's Baral, which is probably the best card in this pack for us. I could take Emrakul. I think without High Tide, Palancron's pretty bad, so we'll take Baral. Okay, I do like Misty Rainforest. Misty Rainforest can get us to our Volcanic Island. There is also a blue-black land, there's a Mana Vault, and there is an Izzet Signet. Do we have anything that counts like the number of cards in grave, or we don't have anything that delves? Misty could let us splash for regrowth, and we can splash for regrowth off Simic Signet as well. The person who got Kiki just got Twin. Yeah, and Deceiver Exarch was going around as well. How are we at 3 punts? Oh, it's just that's what it was left at. I'm gonna go with the Misty. We're gonna have enough playables. There's Preordain. Oh my gosh. And Fast Bond. We do have 2 draw 7s. And we're considering splashing green. We could be playing 4-color Storm. I think Preordain is just better. I'm gonna go with Preordain. There's Force. Coalition Relic. Coalition Relic actually like solves mana problems. We are basically just blue-red with a tiny splash in black. I think we take Coalition Relic. It's going to help us ramp. It's going to fix our mana. I think the only playable card in this pack for us is Chart a Course. I'm going to take Chart a Course. You never know. We could attack with Baral and then not have to discard. Echo of Eons. They put Echo of Eons in this? You're telling me I could have another draw 7? I have to take Yogg-Will. I gotta take Yogg-Will, don't I? I have Lion's Eye Diamond. We're trying to justify playing black. But there's Dark Petition and Echo of Eons in this pack. Without High Tide, I think we can't really play Echo. We'll take Yogg-Will. We'll take Pyretic Ritual. We could take a Memory Jar and we could have had like 5 or 6 draw 7s. It'd be enough to mill ourselves out without even thinking. I'm probably not playing anything in this pack. But I guess most likely I'd be playing Treasure Cruise. Archon of Cruelty could be another thing to like Mind's Desire into, maybe. We don't have High Tide, so Shipwreck Marsh is not that big of a penalty. It not being an island might normally matter, but I will take it for fixing. Unfortunately, we did not get Underground Sea or Watery Grave. Ren and 6, I am considering splashing green, and I do have a Simic Signet, Coalition Relic, and a Misty, but I think this is a top pick. So I'll take top. I guess I'll put Bazaar on the sideboard. Final pick, what is it? Echo of Eons, let's go. I think that was 1 pack too deep. I don't think we can actually get it, but it'd be sick if we could. Maelstrom Pulse, alright. Well, unfortunately, Maelstrom Pulse is not playable in this deck. Bazaar is hilarious with Will and Past in Flames. Yes, but we're not going to be playing that many lands, and having a land that doesn't produce mana is going to be quite brutal for us. And we kind of need to cast our spells on the front half before we flash them back. Like, it's true if we can, like, completely load up the grave and then just happen to cast Past in Flames or Yogg-Will, then it becomes crazy. But I think we'd be discarding too many cards there. So let's group creatures separately, take a look at what we're dealing with. Hullbreaker, Horror, Archon of Cruelty. We can avoid. Treasure Cruise is a liability. Bargain, we're not going to play. Just making the easy cuts. We're not going to play Regrowth. We're probably not going to play Valky. Let's see. Chandra, like, we can play kind of a mid-rangey game plan with, like, Chandra and Valky if our opponent is just playing, like, mono storm counters. I don't really need top. Let's see. I really wish this was a Dimir Signet. I had the opportunity, but I took something over it that was more important. D-Slayer, how's it going? Glad you can make it. We're drafting Storm and Vintage Cube, and if you have a Moto account, heads up to everybody, if you made your Moto account prior to the 15th of this month, you get a free Vintage Cube draft if you log into Moto. I know, right? Ready to go 0-3. Okay, let's, I could cut the black cards, but I feel like that's a mistake. That sounds like fun. Sounds like chaotic fun, really. God, what do we not need? Charticourse we may not need. Chaotic fun, Kano's alignment in D&D. Oh my gosh, it would be, wouldn't it? No, I think you're looking for chaotic stupid. I might be able to cut like some counter spells. We definitely need the red rituals. Like, we can't get on without them. We don't have High Tide, which is a big deal. I'm thinking about cutting Kozilek. Because I just know that if I don't, I'm going to, like, Wheel of Fortune him into the grave when I want stuff in my grave. So I think I'm going to cut Kozilek, and we're just going to go full Storm win conditions. And then I have Mana Leak, Daze, and Spell Pierce as protection. What do you guys think? I gotta make two cuts. I realistically I could get away with one, but 2 is probably more sane. I think I'm gonna cut Mana Leak. I can always Spell Pierce myself for Storm Count, and the same with Daze, and Daze is free, quote unquote. Can I play 15 land? Probably not. Well, we have Ponder and Preordain. Well, the Mox I'm counting as a land. Like, I would play it over a land. I need to either cut one card or play 15 land. Is Banefire good? Banefire is excellent with Thousand Year Storm, though without it, I guess it's not really. It is our only way to interact with the board, though. All right, we'll cut Banefire and see if we need it later. This wants me to run like this. Let me think. I think I want... I can't fetch swamps. But I actually think I'm only going to run one swamp, Shipwreck Marsh, because I have Moxjet and LED. And I'm going to play another mountain and another island. We'll try like that. I think we got a deck. Who needs interaction when you have Storm? I know, right? Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. Do you guys want me to open a prediction? I can open a prediction if you'd like. Alright. We'll open one in case people want to play. Imagine having Arjun, the shifting flame on the field, and your first cascade from Maelstrom Wanderer hits Niv or the Locust God. Not only does that wheel yourself, but hitting a wheel causes you to double wheel on top of the triggers that Niv or Locust. At a turn where 156 insects were created with just wheels. Oh my gosh, does that deck run Teferi's Puzzle Box? I feel like it should. Kano never draws black mana in 3, 2, 1. There was only 2 cards, I think, or 3 cards we didn't get that I actually wanted. Underground Sea, Watery Grave, and Manamorphose. And we had to take something, I think we took Brain Freeze, or... We took Thousand Year Storm over Manamorphose. That was an executive decision. I will not go back on that. We don't need Manamorphose where we're going. But we will need mana, of course. Man, I hope you guys are having a good week. I have been so freaking all over the place the past, 10 days. So I cut my caffeine consumption, and I'm pretty sure that is what is causing my, scatterbrainness, because my dose was so high for so long. That I'm just kind of, vegetating in all of my free time. I'm not doing anything. And it's killing me inside, but at the same time, I also can't consume caffeine like that, so... Oh, not to mention it's a holiday week, so, there's all that extra other responsibility flying around. Oh, yeah, we're keeping. Alright, opponent leads on Mox Emerald into Manifold into Emery, and that's pretty good. They got Mirror Battlesphere and Upheaval into the grave. We'll play Island. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Scrap Heap Scrounger and a Water Grave tapped. Well, now this Time Twister is going to look kind of silly. We draw Ponder. So play a Mountain, play Simic Signet, pass the turn. Do we save Walk for Thousand Year Storm? Kind of depends on how much pressure we get under. That is a terrifying start from our opponent. If they go Tinker into Blightsteel, then it's just alright, well, I guess I'll do whatever I can, but... Oh, they're going to play Battlesphere out of the grave. I might have to emergency Time Walk to stay alive. That's a lot of damage. Alright, we get hit for 3. Untap. We draw LED. Okay, so... We have 4 mana this turn, and we can play LED. So, we can LED with, Time Twister on the stack. Battle Ball, best Tron threat. I know a Steel Hellkite fan that would disagree with you. But, alright, we're going to play the Mountain. We are going to cast the LED. We need to Time Walk this turn. Actually, do I just Ponder Time Walk this turn? I think that's actually better, because it sets us up for a better Time Twister. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Ponder. Desperate Ritual could let us play Thousand Year Storm next turn. No, it can't. Any order, we're going to shuffle. Can we get Preordain? So let's Time Walk. Next turn, we draw Pyretic Ritual. I think I have to Time Twister into a Time Walk. So we're just going to cast out a bunch of spells. So let's Pyretic Ritual, then Preordain, Mana Flare, and Volcanic Island. Bottom. There's Tendrils. I think we just Time Twister and crack for blue in response. Yeah, so hold control. Time Twister. Sack for blue. Shuffle and draw a new 7. Look at all the black mana we don't have. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. So then we brawl. Seething Song. Mana Flare. Island. Frantic Search? No. Yeah, Frantic Search, actually. Draw 2. Doesn't really help, does it? I guess I should have... No, I shouldn't have gushed first. So we discard... Discard. Because we're going to have mana off of the Frantic Search here. Untap a bunch. Preordain. There's Thousand Year Storm. But we actually would have enough mana to cast it. And then we could gush, but then we... like, what do we do? We'd have to draw Brain Freeze. Does gush kill me? Tendrils is going to the bottom. Does gush kill me? It'd be 9 copies of gush? And we'd have 1 blue floating. 9 times 2 is 18. That's a pretty good chance. Yeah, okay. Put Thousand Year Storm on top. Float a bunch of mana. Gush. Bouncing 2 islands. Oh, 6 copies, excuse me. Oh, there's a Mox Jet. And a Time Walk. Okay. Mox Jet. Time Walk. 7 copies of Time Walk. Okay. Now we pass the turn. We discard Swamp, Misty, Island. Island. Okay, we untap. We draw. Shipwreck Marsh. Okay, that's not useful. We cannot cast Wheel of Fortune. That would kill us. It's a Christmas miracle. I know, right? Okay, play an island. We have, like, what, 6 more turns? There's no reason to actually cast anything? Just pass? Untap. Draw Brain Freeze. I'm pretty sure we can hit the storm count now. We'll play Shipwreck Marsh. There's no reason to not pass to another turn at least, though. Okay, LED. There we go. Okay, so play a mountain. Play Lion's Eye Diamond. Dark Ritual. Pyretic Ritual. Then let's see. Brain Freeze our opponent. Same targets. Now they could have Big Eldrazi. I mean, they could also have had like a free counter spell, but now I can just cast Wheel of Fortune and my opponent dies at the same time we do. So that would be a bad idea. Yogg Will. Game's over. We finally pulled it off, though. 1,000-Year Storm Time Walk. I had 8 cards left. So if I could get them under 7, we could kill them with one. The first copy of Wheel of Fortune. This deck is sick. Thank you, I saw. And a Time Walk. Okay. Mox Jet. Time Walk. 7 copies of Time Walk. Yeah, alright. Absolutely gonna keep this. Opponent starts Library of Alexandria. So we play Island, Mox, Brawl. Pass the turn. Opponent draws up to 8. Plays an island and passes. We untap. Draw Mountain. So play Volcanic. Play LED. Brain Freeze our opponent. Then Time Twister. Okay. Pass the turn. I should have technically attacked, but it doesn't matter for the purposes of, like, what do you call it? Tendrils. Mishra's Workshop. Okay. Opponent passes. They discard an island. We untap. We draw Ponder. So, play an island. Play Coalition Relic. Ponder. There's a Tendrils, there's a Gush, there's a Spell Pierce. I guess we kind of want to draw these. No, we've got more powerful draws. Let's shuffle. Okay, we draw Brain Freeze. Hit him for 1. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. They play Deserted Beach. They draw off of Library. They currently have 5 mana for artifacts, 2 mana otherwise. They currently have an irrelevant number of mana. 7, I think? I'm totally going to Daze a Battle Ball. Oh, yes! Oh, daze you. Get him with the Force Spike. We get a Preordain, drop an island. Untap. We draw a Mountain. Nothing off of Coalition Relic. Preordain. There's a Mind's Desire. I think we can get to Mind's Desire mana, right? Spell Pierce to the bottom, Mind's Desire to the top. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we've got enough. Force Spike your 7-drop. You gotta respect the Force Spike. Oh, okay. So, Dark Ritual gets us up to enough mana. I don't know whether I need to play an island or a mountain this turn. Does it matter? Mana Tithe would have been trollier. Yeah, no kidding. Let's go for it. Dark Ritual. Pyretic Ritual. And then blue. Okay, so we want to Brain Freeze first. Brain Freeze our opponent. Same target, same target, same targets. Mill. Then we play an island. Blue. Hold control. Cast Mind's Desire, leaving 2 black and 1 red. Then crack LED for blue, I think. Yogwill, Past in Flames, Seething Song, Simic Signet, Gush. Game over! Oh, I love it. Oh, that was absolutely brutal. Okay, all right. Prediction time. Believers, you got it. Ooh, D-Slayer, I see you betting against me. Don't think that that'll go unpunished. Free counter magic is why Legacy is bad? Are you kidding me? We didn't even cast it for free. I'm opening another prediction, by the way, if you wanna bet. How are you doing, Silver? I cast Daze as a tried and true Force Spike for 1 blue mana. All right, new predictions open, and we're moving on to the next round. Debating whether or not you should spend money on Magic? Probably not. I'm doing all right. Traditionally, Storm hasn't gone this well. Traditionally, my Storm decks have not been this good. I will be keeping this absolutely. All right, so we start Volcanic Island, play a Mox Jet, then play Baral. We have Daze back up. Pass the turn. Nobody's going to bet against me. It's only believers this time. Opponent leads on Fetch Tundra. Interesting. We untap. We draw Tendrils. Play a mountain. And pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Plays a Scrubland. And passes. Alright, alright. We untap. We draw Mind's Desire. Okay, pass the turn. We just need 1 blue mana, really. And we're good. Gotta give him something to win. I see you betting against me. Wow, 5.2k points on Doubt. Interesting. We draw a Time Twister. I mean, I'm kind of at that point. You know what? We're just going to pass. We're going to pass and leave up Daze. I suspect my opponent is playing a control deck or a storm deck. And the way that we're going to win is by getting them with a Daze. Attack? No. There's a couple of flash tricks they could have. We draw Past in Flames. Okay. Pass the turn. Hey, Mav, how's it going? All right, we untap. We draw Simic Signet. All right. Play Simic Signet. That's the next best thing to a land right now. Opponent is going to miscalc me. Okay. So they are playing a control deck, basically, is what that amounted to. Opponent plays a Boros Signet. Yep, we let that go. And they play a Palace Jailer. Oh, gosh. We have to cast Daze here. Because they left blue mana open, basically. We're going to lose Baral, which is a pretty big deal. But we do get to cast Time Twister. Problem is, our opponent's going to be drawing multiple cards a turn, and that's our only creature, so we actually cannot become the Monarch. Has any punting happened yet? No, not yet. We draw Shipwreck Marsh. Yep, okay, so play Shipwreck Marsh, and then Time Twister. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Pass the turn. Oh, that sounds awful. Am I getting Armageddoned? Okay, it's just big Teferi. So it's still not good, but you know how it is. All right, opponent attacks with Palace Jailer. We go to 18. They draw a card, and then they untap some mana. I suspect I may need to bring in the Mana Leak. They got a discard to hand size, so they drop Bloodstained Mire. Okay. We untap and draw Brain Freeze. So we should probably just go for a big Brain Freeze here. I think that's our best bet. So, lead on Dark Ritual. I played a land just now, didn't I? Show game log. I played a Swamp and then I played Dark Ritual. Alright, see you later, Tarek. I want to play Simic Signet, Frantic Search, and then Brain Freeze. This is fine. We're going to pay for it. Play Simic Signet. Cast LED. I'll be 1 mana short if they have another counterspell. Frantic Search. Discard Mana Flare. Mountain. Untap, untap, untap. Then we... Brain Freeze you? I wish we'd drawn an island. Well, we couldn't have played it, but... Mill them for a ton. Then we pass. And, like, next turn I can just, like, Yogg Will Brain Freeze, but they're drawing at least 3 cards this turn. So they may actually just die to milling themselves. And they are... It does appear that they are hard control. They have Ramp, they have Karn, they have, like, Balance, and some Oblivion Rings. And that seems to be basically their entire deck. Opponent plays a Godless Shrine untapped. They're going to Mind Twist me X2. Sure. We lose Yogg-Will and Gush. I think they're just getting information, though. I don't think they can win. They would have to have something crazy. Like, they'd have to, like, tinker for a Blightsteel still left in their deck. Geist. I don't think that's going to do it because they're the Monarch, though. Lingering Souls. So they're going to try and go all-out aggro. But I don't think they can hit us for 16 next turn. And if we draw Wheel of Fortune, they die. Okay, they have 2 cards left in deck. Oh, actually... No, they still only get 1 attack. Alright, play an island. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Oh, they can tuck their own cards back on top of their deck. They will get 2 attacks. We need to draw a Wheel of Fortune. Or, like, ponder into Wheel. So they hit us for 12. Yeah, I forgot they could Teferi tuck themselves. That's a good move. We could draw Past in Flames, or we could draw Wheel of Fortune. Opponent hits us for 12, we go to 4. Okay, we drew Preordain. Give me something good. Does Tendrils even let me stay alive? I don't think it does. I can Tendrils them. Yeah, okay, so we got a Hail Mary on the unknown card. Bottom, bottom. And it's an island. Alright. Unfortunately, we will not survive another attack. I'm going to bring in Mana Leak. Mana Leak's going to be really important here. And I'm going to cut... I don't know what I should cut. Maybe I actually cut Daze. Well, Daze is still really strong against them, especially if they lead on like Hand Hate. Brain Freeze card's bad. It might actually be Mana Flare. I think I'm going to cut Mana Flare, because I don't know how I'm going to resolve that against my opponent unless I Time Walk for 9 copies again. Yeah, if they didn't have that Mind Twist, we'd have been fine. All right, we'll play first. With turn 1 Brawl into, like, Preordain. That's probably as good as this is going to get. I mean, we're going to get, like, immediately swords, but... Gotta hope this Preordain's enough to get us to, mana for that Coalition Relic. Start off Island, Mox Jet, Brawl. Pass the turn. And if we draw a land, that would be amazing. Opponent leads on Plains, we untap. We draw Dark Ritual. Preordain. Island, Island. I think I want to draw 1 island, but not 2. Play an island. Pass the turn. No attacks. Opponent untaps. It might be. Time Twister might actually outdo it, though. Opponent fetches for a scrub land. Probably playing a Signet. There's a Signet. Okay. They pass. We untap. We draw Shipwreck Marsh. Play it. Play Coalition Relic. Go to combat. Hit them for 1. And now we have Coalition Relic, so we do have red mana. Turn off auto yields because I hope that I'm better at this game than I am currently appearing. Okay, opponent passes. On their end step, charge up Coalition Relic. Untap. We draw Mind's Desire. Well, that's probably as good as we're going to get. Float red. Desperate Ritual. Dark Ritual. Can I Tendrils and then Mind's Desire? Pretty sure I can. Tendrils. Same targets, same targets. Mind's Desire. Island, Yogwill, Island, Mountain. Play a Mountain. Cast Yogwill. Dark Ritual. Hang on. Desperate Ritual. Dark Ritual. Preordain. Bottom, bottom. Seething Song. Tendrils? Kill you? Better education than Kano. Oh my gosh. Well, we found the victory. Whew! And it's all because we hit Yawgmoth's Will. Whew! That was close. We definitely didn't deserve to win that one, but we did. Alright. We'll run it back. No, I didn't either. I was like, you won because it's your birthday. It's not my birthday. Luck sacked, I'm pissed. Yeah, I know, I absolutely luck sacked, but this deck is amazing. Now it's round 3 versus a control deck. Oh.
Round 3.
There we go. I forgot. I updated that. I updated the soundboard. I even had it in front of me and just wasn't looking.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sissia. It's not all I can do. I added a few things, but oh, Mav, have you seen this? I added a thing you might appreciate. I don't know if he's still here, but he might get a laugh out of that. Kano getting kill cammed in Mortal Kombat. Dude, if you want, I can do like the poses for the old school Mortal Kombat in front of my green screen for you. I can find 5 minutes for that. You can do the whole like 3 FPS stand cycle. I'm glad you like it, D-Slayer. Have you not seen that yet? Well, we'll have to coordinate. You'll need to message me on Discord, okay? Oh, Mav, I've got to show you. I've got some old edited together meme videos for Magic the Gathering. I need to show you some of them because I don't think you've seen them. Oh, it's been for a couple of weeks, but no worries, man. Everybody's got stuff they got to do. I got another thing that hasn't happened yet today, and I don't know if it will happen yet, but I added a lightning bolt button and a lightning bolt counter. So I'm going to keep this because of the prevalence of cantrips here, but this hand is not going to win by itself. My birthday's coming up in the next 12 months, just saying. Oh, good. Let's ponder. I think we do have a bolt button, yes. Past in Flames to the bottom, Mountain to the top. Yeah, we need to draw some good stuff off our cantrips is what I mean by this hand isn't going to win by herself. Or by itself. Is that like an assist stranger type? Oh, gosh. Oh my god. Those win conditions ain't just going to draw themselves. We draw a Desperate Ritual. So we can do a lot of stuff this turn. But do we need to? Let's lead on Ponder. Dark Ritual. Does that change anything? I don't think it does because we don't have enough mana yet. Indie somehow wins this turn? No, I don't think so. I really want that Dark Ritual, but I don't think it's what we need. I'm going to put back, put back, put back. Not going to shuffle. Play Misty, crack Misty. We'll go get Volcanic. So we shuffle away the top cards that we just put back. Then I'm going to play Mox Jet, and we're going to cast Time Walk. Pray for another good draw here. Unfortunately, I kind of wasted a bunch of Storm Count. But we drew Past in Flames. I get a bunch of red mana. LED Past in Flames is pretty good. So, play Lion's Eye Diamond. Cast Desperate Ritual. blue. Frantic Search. Draw 2. Discard, discard. Because we can Past in Flames everything back. Yeah, I can't cast Thousand Year Storm this turn. And we can flashback Past in Flames. Untap all our lands. Then we can Pyretic Ritual using only red mana. Then Brain Freeze our opponent. Oh, I won't have quite enough mana. Will I? Brain Freeze, I go down to 4, I go up to 7. With 1 red and 1 blue, and then I can Brain Freeze again. So that would be 5 copies of Brain Freeze for 15. That's enough. That is enough. Okay. So Brain Freeze our opponent. Mill him for a bunch. Then we crack LED for blue. Flashback Past in Flames. And then Brain Freeze them again for lethal. Oh, we got there. Even with the wasted storm count. We got there. We're 2-0. This really is the magical Christmas land storm deck. Believers. Believers, you win again. It's a Festivus miracle. All right. All right. I got to restart the client. And while that's happening, I'm going to open up a prediction for round 3 if people want to bet. I also broke my reopen Moto macro, and I'm not sure how. So I need to fix that. But I was busy adding new soundboard functionality. Also, the flawless victory sound effect from the rip that I used was completely scuffed, so I couldn't get it. But yeah. All right. Another assist stranger joke. Restarting the client. Yeah, it might as well be. Gotta freaking coerce Moto to keep going. All right. Round 3, here we go. 15.2k bet on loss. Anybody who hasn't bet, you should bet on win. You might win some points. It's enough for a deck redemption. Come on, Kano's win-loss history. Don't fail me now. Well, good luck. Have fun to you too, opponent. Now, do we want to mulligan this? Statistically speaking, yes, I tend to go 2-1. Thank you, Sissia. Thank you. You stand to win a ton of points. I think we have better openers than this, so I'm actually going to mulligan. Oh my gosh, that's almost insane. We got to go to 5, though. All right, I can work with this. So we got to put back Seething Song and an island. See, but that's the problem with statistics. Oh, we're against mono white. Okay, so now we just have to do this before we get out aggroed. We get a Ponder. Okay, Ponder's good. Let's start on Misty. Crack Misty. Get Volcanic, which will open us up to Wasteland. But we will need red mana. Let's go ahead and ponder. There's a Wheel of Fortune, a Preordain, and a Past in Flames. Now, Wheel of Fortune would be really good, but we're super far away from casting it. So I think what we do is put back Past in Flames, then Wheel, then Preordain. We will not shuffle. We'll draw Preordain. Next turn, we'll play Shipwreck Marsh, draw Wheel, and then Preordain, try to find a land. I do think Figure of Destiny is underrated. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's underrated as a... This is the kind of effect they should have given to white rather than try to force card draw into white. Like, give white more on-board effects that are repeatable to make up for its lack of card advantage, and just give it powerful ones. There's nothing wrong with statistics, Kano. That's like saying Joe's methods are wrong only because he kisses a donkey's tail before every poker hand, but he keeps winning, so why doubt it? I'm not even going to pretend to understand what you just said. Preordain. Past in Flames to the bottom, Frantic Search to the bottom. Unfortunately, we do draw a Swamp, which is good. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. You also mentioned that Joe is a heinous cheater. Opponent plays an island. Bant colors. They play Sword, Fire, and Ice. Well, that is unfortunate because it greatly increases our opponent's clock. It's because you're not in the 97% of the population that understands what statistics can't do. Play a Swamp. We'll play Coalition Relic. Pass the turn. That's funny. Okay, opponent plays a Grim Monolith. Interesting. Alright, just like play a Batter Skull or something. Okay, they're gonna equip. That's fine. So they're gonna hit us for 6. We go down to 9. They draw a card. On their end step, we will charge up the Relic, untap, we draw an island, so add a blue mana, play an island, Time Walk, yeah, we Time Walk, and Brain Freeze. And then next turn we can wheel with extra mana from Coalition Relic. So Brain Freeze our opponent. Same targets. Inkwell Leviathan, Signet, Lodestone Golem, Gideon. Charge up the Relic. Okay. Pass to our next turn. Untap. We draw another island. Add red mana. Play the island. Wheel of Fortune. Draw 7 cards. Mana Flare, Gush, Brawl, Spell Pierce. I think if I play Mana Flare, I die. So, let's go ahead and play Brawl. And try to survive between Brawl and Spell Pierce here. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. You'll have 72 points after this if you lose. Alright, opponent plays a Karakas. If their entire play this turn is just Karakas unsummon, I think that's actually fine. They'll probably unsummon on our turn because we can't block. Okay, never mind. They'll unsummon right now. then they play a Sun Gold Sentinel. They can exile 1 card from a graveyard, so they're going to exile Brain Freeze. There's no way they don't exile Brain Freeze. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're going to have to find Tendrils to win. That does make this a much taller order. Black Lotus. Their deck's pretty good. I could Spell Pierce this, but they'd still have 6 mana? I don't think I Spell Pierce this. So they could use Black Lotus to level up Figure and take us to literally 1. But they don't do that. They shoot us down to 3. Then they pass. So charge up Relic. Untap. See what we draw. 1,000-Year Storm. We'll take a red mana off Relic. Play an island. Play Baral. Gush. Dark Ritual LED. That is not enough. Alright, that's not enough. On to game 2. I may want Banefire here, but they do have Sword of Fire and Ice. They have a very greedy mana base, so like Avalanche Riders would be fun, but is also not necessary. I think we just run it back and keep a super powerful opener, and we'll be fine. Like, if we start turn 1 Baral again, we'll be in a good spot. Correction, turn 1 Baral into a draw 7. Says, let's be lucky, not good. Alright, we'll play first. Both draw 7s, LED, a Spell Pierce, and a land. Problem is, this doesn't do anything without 2 more lands, and my opponent is almost certainly running Wasteland or Strip Mine. So this hand is a mulligan. This hand is much better. I'm going to keep... The question is, what am I putting back? And I think it's Mana Flare. So, lead on island. Pass the turn. I could have put back Relic, I could have put back Gush, or I could have put back Mana Flare. Alright, opponent is not leading on a 1-drop. They might have Mana Tithe. That is a possibility, and that would make me sad. So, play Mox Jet. Play Mountain. Play Coalition Relic. Now if we draw a land, we can play 1,000-Year Storm. And then if we draw anything, it's amazing. Okay, opponent plays a Polluted Delta. Basically any 2-drop I would daze here, too. Do I want to daze a Signet? I think I can get by without dazing a Signet. So let's just charge up Relic. I could beat Tithe with a Force Spike. Yes, you are correct. Untap. We draw an island. Add red mana. And I will play Thousand Year Storm. Now, the only thing that's going to beat us here is if my opponent has a third land and a Banishing Light. I cannot beat that. Or like a Mox and a Banishing Light. But opponent says nice. They crack Scalding Tarn. Get an island. Four mana. They're going to play Lodestone Golem. Daze Lodestone Golem. Lodestone Golem would make our life very difficult. So I'm glad we saved the counter for that. They wouldn't have been able to play it this turn had we dazed the Signet, but we wouldn't have been able to play Thousand Year Storm if we dazed the Signet. Okay, replay that island. Pass the turn. I really want to draw any instant or sorcery, and we're fine. Okay, opponent plays Karakas. They have Adeline Resplendent Cathar, which is good, but not unbeatable. Charge Relic. Untap. Okay, alright, we should win. Add blue mana. Play... we want to gush before we cast Frantic Search. Problem is, Frantic Search does not give us full mana value unless we cast it first. Actually, it does, but not in the way we would like. So play a swamp, float mana, gush, 0 copies, draw some cards. We get a Preordain. Then we Frantic Search. No, we Preordain first. Because we get a copy of Preordain. Time Twister is not really what I'm looking for. Bottom. Ponder could be really good. I mean, 3 Ponders could get us to like a Time Walk. Preordain. Bottom. Bottom. There's Time Walk. So then we Ponder. No. Yes, we Ponder. Okay. Top 3. Any order shuffle, yes. Top 3. Any order shuffle, yes. Top 3. Any order shuffle. Okay. So then we Pyretic Ritual. Get a whole bunch of red mana. And we Frantic Search. Draw some cards. Ditch some stuff we don't need. Untap lands. Float mana. Draw some cards. Ditch some stuff we don't need. Untap lands. Float mana. Draw some cards. Discard what we don't need. Untap some mana. Okay, float mana. Draw some cards. Discard what we don't need. which I think is Baral and Past in Flames. Untap. Float mana. Draw some cards. Okay, there's Lion's Eye Diamond, which is kind of what I needed. Discard, discard. Untap. Okay. Cast a quadrillion Seething Songs. Cast a million Dark Rituals. Play a Lion's Eye Diamond. Then, Time Walk. 7 copies. Oh, yes. I am now playing Solitaire. Okay. Now, discard my hand. Hang on a minute. They didn't exile Brain Freeze this game. So discard my hand, add blue mana. Past in Flames. 8 copies of Past in Flames.
Let's do the time warp again.
Exactly. Hey, D-Slayer, you want to ban that person? Thank you so much. Okay, storm count is 10. We've cast 9 instants and sorceries. So I'm pretty sure we can just preordain our way to victory. Tendrils is what we need to win. So I'll just put Tendrils on top. Move over, Ancestral Recall. Try 1 mana, draw 10. Bottom. 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 Top. They know about Brain Freeze, so I should actually cast Brain Freeze to try and win. Bottom, bottom. Bottom, bottom. Put everything on the bottom. Oh, we could filter with Simic Signet too. Alright, Brain Freeze you. So many extra copies from Thousand Year Storm. No, I was very careful to not accidentally deck. I almost cast Frantic Search, and that would have killed me. But I didn't. Alright, it's gonna come down to, It's gonna come down to...
Round 3.
Here we go. Round 3. Because Eggs is banned for some reason. This is Cube. This hand is not keepable. We will mulligan. This hand is almost godlike, but no lands. Even 1 island makes this hand amazing. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll keep this. I'm going to put back Swamp and Island. We need to draw lands, though. Technically, this is a really greedy keep. I should have put back Time Warp, or I should have put back Thousand Year Storm. Or Time Walk, I mean. At least give OP a coloring book this time. If we put you in a hot tub, do you think you'd have 10,500 viewers like somebody on the recommended channels list? Probably not. I'm not that great of a physical specimen. I used to look a lot better than I do now, but now I've got a gut. Magic hot tub? I don't know. It's just, that'd be a weird label to put on it. Opponent plays a Selfless Spirit. We'll play a Mountain. I'm gonna Time Walk. We have Time Twister. So, like, if we get a land, we're golden. That is not a land. I should not have put back that other land. Pass the turn. It is the prospect of nudity that makes it great. Oh my god. There will be no... I will appear in nothing nude. That's for sure. Sun Gold Sentinel! No! My Time Walk! How am I supposed to take all the turns? I'm always wearing my beard, though. Oh my gosh. Alright, we untap. We draw yet another not land. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for Kano in a volcano. Oh my god. You got me. That got me. Oh, jeez. I'd color the water red. Does it look like lava? Put a bunch of LEDs. Okay, we get Misty. Perfect. Play Misty. Crack Misty. Get Volcanic. Play Coalition Relic. Pass the turn. We may not get to cast Thousand Year Storm. We might have to try and win the old-fashioned way. First ever volcano stream when? Oh my gosh. We don't have enough life to play Thousand Year Storm next turn unless I can somehow generate tons of mana. Which, while not impossible, is not super likely. Oh my gosh, Mauve. Alright, so opponent is going to hit us for 9 this turn. We're going to go to 3. Opponent gets to draw a card. Black Lotus. Okay. Charged up on the end step. Untap. We draw a swamp. Because of the swamp, we are going to add blue. Play the swamp. Float mana, Frantic Search. We get to draw, discard Thousand Year Storm, discard Wheel of Fortune, untap everything. Then we Time Twister. Crack Lotus Bolt, you get ready. I am ready. I'm always ready. Gotta hope for a great draw 7 here. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So play Mox Jet. We have to get to storm count of 8 for Brain Freeze, or storm count of 7 for Brain Freeze to be lethal. So blue, blue, red, black. No. Is that right? Yes. We need to do red, black. So we first start with Desperate Ritual using red and black. Then we ponder. We're looking for, like, Frantic Search. I think we have enough. If we draw any red spell, it should be enough to get to lethal. I could daze my own Gush, but then I would be drawing, like, Yogg-Will Tendrils. If I draw Daze, I could Gush for free. Daze... Oh, no, I can't Daze Gush, because I only have 2 islands. Okay, so any order... Shuffle. We draw Yogg-Will. Okay, now's the Hail Mary Gush. We need to draw 1 castable spell other than Brain Freeze. Oh, cast something! Cast something! Cast anything! Give me that storm count! Oh, give it to me! That's right. 7 times 3 is 21. You're dead! Don't take any of that out of context. Don't clip me. Oh, it's happening. Oh, opponent handed us the win. They just had to wait for 1 more spell. They got greedy. And we win? My luck is they'll have a frickin' Eldrazi. Oh, we needed that 1 extra storm count, and opponent gave it to us. It's a Christmas miracle. Kano can read and do math. GG. Opponent. Oh my gosh, we did it. We absolutely did it. And we get a treasure chest. We're going to open this treasure chest. Victory treasure chest. Oh, yes. Treasure chest says 10 play points and a mastery of the unseen. You know what? I'll take it. I will take it. And believer, Sissia, you got it. 16,000 points go to Sissia. Oh, man. The cross on my shirt tipped over. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, man. I don't think I can top that. I think we're going to end on a high note. Because anything I do after this on stream is going to be a disappointment. So I'm going to call the stream here. This was an excellent stream. Thank you all absolutely so much. That was an unbelievable unbelievable turn of events. Opponent handed us that last match without knowing it. It's pretty good. And I think that's all the announcements that I have. So yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you guys have a good week, good holiday season. And thank you everybody for tuning in. We got this all on a free draft token that Wizards provided us. So thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for giving me a good basis for a holiday stream. And yeah, I guess that means roll credits, right? Maybe. This was a good time. This is a real good time. Oh, it's a short credits this time around. But you know what? That's all we need. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all are wonderful human beings. And thank you for supporting me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.